Previously, we explored the mysterious rise of Prophet Idris, known in ancient scriptures as Enoch, the seeker of divine wisdom. He was a descendant of Adam, a man whose heart was pure and whose mind thirsted for a deeper connection with the Creator. We journeyed through the sands of time to an era when humanity was still in its infancy, learning to navigate the world. In that dawn of civilization, a light emerged, a guide sent to illuminate the path forward. Now, the story continues. In the heart of the burgeoning human civilization, where whispers of the divine still echoed fresh in the memory of mankind, Idris stood as a beacon of enlightenment. Allah, the Most Gracious, bestowed upon him a gift unlike any other before him, the gift of profound knowledge. He was the first of mankind to take up the pen, to etch symbols onto scrolls, transforming fleeting thoughts into enduring wisdom. This was not merely writing, it was the birth of history, the dawn of recorded knowledge, a divine tool to preserve truth across generations. Imagine him under the vast, star-dusted canopy of the desert sky, not just gazing at the celestial bodies, but studying them. He saw not just twinkling lights, but a grand cosmic tapestry woven by the hand of the Creator. He charted the movements of the stars and the moon, teaching his people how to measure time, to understand the changing of seasons, and to navigate the earth. The sky became a divine book, and Idris was its first interpreter. He taught that every star, every planet, every celestial event was a sign, a verse from Allah, calling humanity to reflect upon His majesty and precision. The heavens were no longer a distant, mysterious void, but a testament to a grand, intelligent design. Idris didn't keep this sacred knowledge to himself. He was a teacher, a patient guide for his people. He gathered them, from the youngest child to the eldest elder, and shared the revelations he received. He taught them the art of observation and the science of measurement. Before him, people wore animal skins, but Idris, inspired by divine wisdom, taught them how to spin wool, weave fabric, and sew garments. This was a monumental leap for civilization, bringing comfort, dignity, and a new form of creativity to human life. It was a practical miracle, a tangible sign of the mercy that flows from divine guidance. He introduced them to the principles of mathematics, not as abstract numbers, but as a language to build more stable homes, to fairly divide resources, and to understand the harmony inherent in creation. His teachings were holistic, weaving the spiritual with the practical. He called his people to worship the one true God, to abandon the worship of fire that some had fallen into, and to purify their hearts. He taught them the importance of justice, honesty, and kindness. He established rules for social conduct, creating a society built on fairness and mutual respect. He encouraged them to reflect upon the world around them, the mountains, the rivers, the cycle of day and night, as signs of Allah's power and artistry. He organized his people into communities, laying the groundwork for the first cities, places where knowledge could be shared and faith could flourish. His mission was to elevate humanity, not just technologically but morally and spiritually. He was building more than just a civilization of brick and cloth. He was building a civilization of faith and intellect. The connection between Idris and his Lord was profound, a constant dialogue between the heavens and the earth. It is said that he fasted and prayed with a devotion that was awe-inspiring. His every action was an act of worship, his every word a reminder of the divine. So pure was his heart, and so elevated was his status in the eyes of Allah, that he was granted a unique honor. The scriptures tell us that an angel, a messenger from the celestial realm, would descend to visit him, sharing insights and divine secrets. This wasn't a connection based on fear, but on love and reverence. Idris longed to understand the heavens, the abode of the angels, and the workings of the unseen world. His sincerity and devotion were so great that Allah answered this longing in the most miraculous way. In a moment that transcends our earthly understanding, Idris was lifted. The Quran says, "And we raised him to a high station." This verse, profound in its simplicity, has been a source of wonder and contemplation for centuries. It speaks of an ascension, a journey beyond the physical realm, an honor bestowed upon a soul who had dedicated his entire existence to the pursuit of divine pleasure. He was taken from the world of men and raised to a place of nearness to his Creator, a station of unparalleled honor. He did not experience death in the way most of humanity does. Instead, he was transitioned, elevated, brought into the direct presence of the divine majesty he had so longed for. His life became a testament that true elevation lies not in worldly power or riches, but in knowledge, patience, and unwavering faith in the Almighty. The journey of the prophet who ascended beyond the veil of the physical world is far from over. What secrets did he witness in the heavens? What became of the civilization he so carefully nurtured? The story of the man who walked with angels and was raised to a high station continues. Thank you for joining us on this spiritual journey. If this story has inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for Part 3, where we will explore the mystery of the ascent of Prophet Idris. Your support helps us continue to create content that illuminates the heart and mind.